Hey guys, it's Ehren. I'm at Degrassi right now, and I made a list of some of my favorite moments as Jonah Hawk from Degrassi Next Class, and I'm going to share them with you. So my pick for number 5 of my favorite Jonah moment is when Jonah broke up with Frankie. It was one of the first times I got to show a different array of emotion that I didn't normally show on Degrassi.
This is a huge violation of my trust. I'm done. And just to be clear, this is a breakup, not a break.
It was like 6 in the morning when we did that scene, and we were both kind of nervous because, you know, we were so tired. But I remember it came together super, super well, so I really liked doing that one. So that plot line was a lot of fun to do because what Frankie did was so outrageous, you know. She got my password and went onto my Facebook and looked at my messages with my friend at the time. And, you know, it's just something that I know that if that happened to me in my life, I would just be completely dumbfounded. Public service announcement to anybody who's thinking about breaking into their boyfriend and girlfriend's social medias: don't. It's not attractive, it's not endearing, and it's not enticing at all. It's scary, creepy, and off-putting in every sense of the word. So my pick for number 4 of one of my favorite moments I got to play as Jonah is a really, really short scene that happens in season 3 of Next Class. And it's when Maya is going around and she's kind of saying her goodbyes to everybody, but nobody really knows that. Here, it's one of my comp tickets. You can't turn down a free ticket, can you? There was something about the scene, I remember reading it the first time, and something that I really liked doing it, where it was, for her, the meeting was so much. The meeting was, you know, the last time that she's seeing one of her best friends, and I think she portrayed that so well, you know, because you knew everything that was going on with the character, and this is her last time, and it's just me inviting her to come see our show, and I have no idea what's going on. And it's interesting because with everything that's been going on with Maya, it's important to look past it and to actually see the signs of when somebody is hurting and when somebody's in trouble. And I thought it was very interesting to show the contrast of the two characters there. So my pick for my 3rd favorite Jonah moment is probably when Frankie and Jonah are getting hot and steamy in the bedroom, and she wants to have sex with Jonah.
No, Frankie, back when I was doing it, I wasn't a good guy. And I don't want to rush things and risk ruining what we have.
All right, message received.
Frankie? No, Frankie, there's a fire!
Oh, crap.
It was a very interesting way to look at the situation because most of the time, not always, but a lot of the time on TV, it's always the guy who's really making the move and really trying to, you know, make the situation, you know, get a little bit steamier. And in this situation, it was Frankie, and I really didn't want to. Not only was there so much miscommunication and misunderstanding, we also lit her bed on fire by accident. So the scene was really interesting to do because we got to have like this special effects fire, and I got to like stamp it out with a pillow. And then another reason the scene was my favorite was because it was the first scene I got to do with Eric, and he's my best friend, and it was fun to be on camera together, so that was one of the reasons I liked that scene. So my pick for number 2 for my favorite Jonah moment was probably, it was another hotel scene, but it was when Frankie and I ran away together.
But everyone still hates me, so what else am I supposed to do?
Apologize.
For what?
For running away and worrying your family. For jeopardizing our relationship because now your mother thinks I'm some kind of sex-crazed delinquent. And for hurting people with that stupid racist stunt.
Okay, so you think I'm racist too?
Frankie, I think that you don't get it. And I think that you're not trying to get it.
Before we shot the scene, they brought me and Sarah down to set and they said, okay, wait in here. And we waited in the hotel set. And they had most of the lights off, but there was a couple like lights from the neon signs that were around in the room. And it like just lit up the room so cool. And I don't know, the set just looked really, really, really nice. I remember thinking that. And then even doing the scene, it was like, it was the first scene I got to do where I got to be angry in. There was something about it, like something about the set and something about the way that she portrayed it that really came through to me. Like I really felt like it was a very strong scene. And my top choice for my favorite scene to do as Jonah was when he confesses that he has a kid to Grace. Back when I was getting high and messing around with whoever, I got someone pregnant.
Who?
Doesn't matter. She was 14, and I wasn't very nice to her. And I don't want to blame the drugs. But her family didn't want me to see the kid.
So you never met her? Her? Him?
Her. No, and I can't. But it did make me get myself clean. So I just want to talk about that before we talked about sex. You know, for the whole time on the show, Jonah was very hesitant about the topic of sex. I mean, he brought up to Becky in the beginning that, you know, he had done some things in his past that he wasn't really proud of. And we finally got to see a little bit more what that was. I finally got to see why Jonah was the way he was. And it was just, I don't know, it was just a really nice, like, natural scene. It was cool, like, we were in this river, we got to be fishing, and it just came up so naturally, which I like, and I don't know, it just felt like such a real scene to me, and it was just like my most fun one to play. I like playing the serious stuff sometimes, and I could see him one day, like, going to the girl and, you know, trying to see if he could meet the kid, because he is a lot more mature than he was when he first came to the school. You know, he was kind of like, had just recovered and that sort of thing. So I think, like, you know, as he got better and as he finally found someone that he really cared for, you know, maybe he gets to see the kid at some point. I think that'd be a really nice spin-off movie. I'm available all the time, and I really need money, so if you want to make a movie about it, let me know. So those are my favorite Jonah Hawk moments. If you guys have any that you like more than the ones that I chose, feel free to list them below. I'd love to see them, love to hear them. You're wrong, because I am Jonah and I chose those ones, so I'm right. But yeah, list them below for fun or whatever. Don't forget that Degrassi Next Class is streaming now, so you can catch up on all of your favorite Jonah Hawk moments. Hashtag Jonah moments. Hashtag guideline.